The Tuscaloosa man indicted for the hot car death of his one-year-old son is now speaking out. Ross Harris is being held without bond in a Georgia jail. WIAT 42 News reporter Lee Garner talked to Harris's friend about how she hopes to prevent children from dying similar deaths.
For this month.
Chris Wilkinson owns a small crafting business in Northport, and this blaster is one of her proudest products. But there's a backstory as to how she came to sell it. It started when she needed help with her website.
A mutual friend reached out and said, hey, yeah, contact my friend Ross Harris. He's, a good fella. He'll help you. And he did.
Wilkinson mostly spoke to Harris over the phone, but felt she got to know and like him.
The only other time that I remember actually meeting him was at the football game, and that's when I met Cooper.
22-month-old Cooper Harris has stayed with Wilkinson long after his death in a hot car in June.
I guess he's kind of become the face for me of all the kids that died before him. And you look at him and say, why are kids still dying?
So she partnered with the company Rescue Me to modify what's called a window punch. It can be used to shatter a window without hurting the person or animal inside, and the proceeds
is going directly to help me lobby in Washington and Detroit and Alabama at the car makers.
Wilkinson is working on legislation she calls Baby Cooper's Law to make it a felony to leave a child in a vehicle, protect the person who broke a car window to get that child out, and to ask the federal government to require a type of car seat safety alarm.
I feel like I owe it to Cooper. I kind of feel like we all owe it to Cooper to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
In Tuscaloosa, Lee Garner, WIAT 42 News coverage you can count on.
Now, on the issue of protecting children who might be trapped in hot cars in Alabama, a state lawmaker from Birmingham has drawn up legislation that would make it easier for the public to rescue a child by breaking a car window. Representative John Rogers says his bill would protect the public from liability for damaging a vehicle to rescue a child. Under his bill, you'd have to call 911 before entering that vehicle. Rogers would file the legislation in the November session. The longtime representative is up for re-election.